I get asked lots of time, how do you cut your pots when you're making a tandoor? So a friend's asked me to cut his pot, so I thought what I'm going to do is I'll video it so you can see it. So these are the pots he's going to use. So I think this is the base. Let's just take this out, I'll come back to this in a minute. This is the base and that's the pot that's going to go on top. So you just need to cut the top off of there. So that's what we're going to do. Also, I'll show you how to make a ring. Now when I've made a ring, I've cut the bottom off an old pot that's broken. But he's bought one of these clay trays, so he's asked me to cut a hole into that. So I'll show you that in a second. And the other thing, just look at his bottom pot, which I think is quite a nice one. It's got the price inside, £10. But what's really cool, I don't know if you can see, there's a ring just going around inside. So what he's going to do is he's going to put a grate on top of that. So you have a grate and then a gap underneath for the air. So I think that's quite cool. So let's see about cutting these pots. So to cut the pot, we're going to use our angle grinder. Now you can use a saw, which you may have seen me use in the first ever tandoor I ever made, and it works, does a trick, but it ruins your saw. So if you've got a cheap saw, want to buy a £4, £5 saw and then just throw it away afterwards, the best thing is the angle grinder. So let me get some kitted up with my mask and that, and then I'll bring the camera in, okay? Now I want a pair of gloves, also a mask, because there's going to be a lot of dust, and then a pair of protective glasses. Right, that's us ready. Let's bring you in closer and I can show me cutting. One thing I should add, I would normally wear ear defenders as well, because it's quite noisy, but somehow I've gone and lost them. So anyway, let's bring you in and let me see you cutting. Putting some water on here just to keep the dust down. And away we go. I won't deny, a little bit uneven there, but that looks okay. So to mind ourselves, this will go on the top like that. Now let's have a go at cutting our circle. Whew. That was messy, but now we have our ring. Doesn't need to be perfect. Remember, that will sit at the bottom, and then this pot will sit on top, like so. Let's move back and have a better look. So, coming back to White Sands, here's the final item. Our ring that goes at the bottom, which keeps all the insulation out and helps airflow. That will go on top of that. That will go on top of that. And that will go inside. Now all that needs to be done is get the big pot, put this inside, put insulation in, Bob's your badger, finished. So the hardest bit there was really just cutting the pots. So that's on how you cut the pots, and obviously follow the video if you want to see how it's made, or if you want to see ones you've made on a similar theme. Check out my website or more details on my Tandoor ovens there. And thank you for viewing.